Allison Herbert, and this is my speech. This is my audience. My speech is about reality television. Are you an avid TV watcher? Have you ever wondered what is real and what is fake? Even after watching reality television for several years, I had not looked into what is real or not. According to Jennifer Posner, the founder and executive director of Women in the Media and News, describes what reality television calls Frankenbite. She states that this is where cast members could have numerous conversations throughout a week, but the editor will take parts and piece together a whole new sentence to make viewers believe what you said. Most of the people that spend the time watching reality television do not know the process that producers and editors in reality TV business go through. The reality television business is growing in popularity and taking over television screens. This is because more and more people continue to watch and give into this phenomenon. Today, I hope to open your eyes to the truth about reality television and the effects that it has on our culture and society. In order to uncover some truth behind reality television, we must look into the production and behind-the-scenes work, the reality television stars and casting process, and lastly, what people believe about reality television and how it affects their thinking. First, we will look into how producers and editors twist film to skew our perceptions during reality television shows. Reality television producers and editors can trick their viewers in many different ways. David Ruppel from the Writers Guild of America says that story editors search for footage that may have happened days or weeks apart about the same topic. This method is usually used when a show has had very little structure and the story editors need to fill in blank gaps because they can't film 24/7. By doing this, the viewers can get the wrong impression that the cast on the show is saying something that the editors portray them to say. This method, in turn, can allow the viewer to believe false information and statements. Another way that producers and editors are able to make audience believe reality TV is by placing the cast in certain situations in hopes to get a reaction out of them. In order to put a TV show in the reality television category in the first place, they are not allowed to have a script. Yet producers and editors still find a way to manage around this. A study at Oregon State University found that reality TV takes real people and puts them into situations and watches how people handle their surroundings and different situations brought to them. The producers and editors strategically place the cast members in certain situations hoping for a specific reaction. They can also provoke certain behaviors and conversations by coming up with questions that answers can be skewed into making the viewer believe something specific. These are just two examples of ways that producers and editors are able to skew our perceptions of their TV shows. There are many other strategies that are used to accomplish this. In order for reality television shows to have any sort of entertainment value, they must have a cast that will produce what the producers and editors envision for the show. Reality television casting directors have a certain criteria that they are supposed to follow while interviewing potential cast members. Jennifer Posner's book, Reality Bites Back, that takes an interview from Evan Marriott. Evan got his gig as the faux bigwig of Joe Millionaire. He explained to Entertainment Weekly that because they needed a guy who was in construction but didn't have kids, hadn't been to jail, and wasn't on drugs. And basically, I fit the bill. They said they would pay me $50,000, and I said, where do I sign? I wasn't looking for the love of my life. When we got back to America, I have never seen the show's winner Zora since except the reunion show. This is just one case that this happens on reality television. So many shows are aired where a man or woman is supposedly trying to find love, and in some cases, yes, this may actually happen, but so many people sign up to go on these shows to gain fame, money, and to be recognized. Many viewers are fooled by the acting that these cast members or contestants are able to do. One of the reasons that reality television has been able to air so long and continues to grow is because they are able to direct plots to the viewer's wants and needs. The producers of reality TV set out to find cast members that will fit the mold of what the viewer wants to see. An Oregon State University study on reality television found that producers go through a lot of work to pick out those normal, everyday people that you and I enjoy to watch so much. They're looking for people that we can all identify with and the same background as you or I. Most shows have an even number of men and women, at least one minority and at least one homosexual. At the same time, producers are looking for people that will cause a sensation. Producers are also looking for conflict. Conflict brings in ratings, so they want to create tension between everyone. This is another reason for picking such a wide variety of people. How entertaining the reality television show depends on the cast that the producers pick. During the casting process, producers have been very picky of what kind of characters and elements that they want on their show. Research is done in order to look at what our current society is interested in. This is one way that producers of reality TV are able to connect their show to their audience. The casting process is one of the most important components of reality television. Without an interesting cast that fits the mold of the show, producers will have a hard time with the angle they originally want to take. The specific characteristics that producers are looking for help to target a certain audience and help us to relate to them. This is why reality television has become such a large phenomenon and has changed our societies and cultures. Reality television is able to take people to a fantasy land away from their real lives for just a few short hours. Feeling the sensation usually doesn't result in going and uncovering the truth about reality TV they engage in. Some people believe that shows play a big part in helping people skew reality of their own lives. Ever since the popularity of reality television took off, people forget that the lives that they watch on these shows are an over-exaggeration of the truth. The majority of citizens in the United States do not live this glamorous or drama-filled lives that are shown on screen. On March 21st, 2012, Peter Waters wrote a very eye-opening piece for the Elite Daily. He says that Kim Kardashian has more followers on Twitter than Barack Obama. This essentially means that the country cares more about what an amateur porn star has to say than the President of the United States. The fact that people care more about the lives of famous people than what is going on in our country that directly affects us is when you know that there is an issue that with what is being shown in our society. One reason that we watch so many reality television and why it is such a large part of our daily lives is because of our constant exposure to it. The media plays a huge role in constantly engaging us in reality TV and the lives of the cast. In the March edition of US Weekly Magazine, there are several articles about reality television stars. These include the current cast of this season's Bachelor, one of the Teen Moms, and also, of course, the Kardashians. On the front cover, there are a total of 4 headliner stories, 2 of which are involved in reality television stars. This is a very popular magazine that has many articles about reality television stars alone. That proves that we are unable to escape reality television whether we are watching the actual show or not. The reality television phenomenon is so relevant in our daily lives that it has gotten to the point that now it is the norm. After hearing about few truths to the reality television and how it can affect our daily lives, you can now apply what you know. While watching reality television, you have to be careful about how invested you are in it. Remember the ways that producers and editors can skew the film that they are shooting that shows something that isn't completely true. Also, the casting process is very important in being able to find the right people to reach the target audience that the producers want. And lastly, the amount that reality television has affected our society will become worse if we keep giving into this phenomenon. As I said before, remember these things the next time you are watching reality television and ask yourself if what you are watching is an actual portrayal of these people's real lives. Thank you.